What it do? Dream Team. It's your boy D Neal back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with British versus American versus Australian English differences. So we got 3 different countries. Before we dive in, make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, give the video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. I'm intrigued to see all 3 differences.
Hello! Hi, I'm Christina and I'm from the USA.
Hello, I'm Lauren and I'm from the UK.
Hi, I'm Grace and I'm from Australia.
Comparing vocabs.
I think so.
Definitely.
Yeah.
At least for Australia, we tend to really shorten our words. So what would be a regular word in perhaps British English or American English, Australians just cut half of it off.
I think maybe some of ours might be similar compared to American, but definitely like garbage and rubbish is the immediate one that comes to my brain.
Definitely.
I think the US will be a little bit different than you guys. Maybe you guys will have some of the similar vocabulary. But I've heard Australian words, some are just like totally different, right?
Yeah.
I've heard some Australian words, I'm like, I never heard that before. But there's some words in the UK I've heard before, but I'm always learning new Australian words. So.
But to be
Always learning new Australian words, bro. Like, I feel like, words are, slang is completely on a different level. Like, yeah, it's like learning an entirely new language.
fair, we do take a lot of American words because we watch a lot of American TV in Australia. So maybe we'll be more similar than you think.
Maybe, let's find out.
Maybe odd one out again.
After watching each picture. Fries, French fries.
In the US, we would call that French fries.
In the UK, we say chips.
In Australia, we also call them chips, but hot chips.
Hot chips?
Yeah, hot chips. Because we have chips and chips. You've got to be specific.
Okay.
What about like potato chips? Do you just call it chips?
Chips.
And then that's hot chips? Or
But if you want to
chips?
be specific, they're hot chips.
Oh, okay. But what if it's like in the fridge from like the night before and it's cold?
Cold
Maybe
chips.
Cold chips.
You heat them up.
Chips that will soon be hot, like once more.
Yeah.
Cotton candy.
In the US, we call this cotton candy. Oh, sorry, my accent's coming out. Cotton candy.
Cotton candy.
Yeah, in the UK, we say candy floss.
In Australia,
That makes
we
sense.
call this fairy floss.
So cute! It sounds so cute.
Because it looks like it's made by fairies.
That's so sweet.
That's crazy how it has 3 different names. Cotton candy. It makes sense, right? Because cotton looks like kind of like cotton, but it's candy. Makes sense. Candy floss. Also understand it. Candy floss. Fairy floss. Because it looks like it's made by fairies. It's crazy. 3 different names.
Actually, when I saw the picture, that was the first word that came into my brain was cotton candy, and then I was like, wait,
Really?
what do we say?
Yeah. You hear cotton candy a lot.
Yeah. No, we just use fairy floss.
That's so cute. I've never heard that before, but I've heard of candy floss, but fairy floss.
Fairy floss is so cute.
It's so sweet.
Flip flops.
Okay, in the US, we would call that like flip flops, flippy floppies. No, not flippy
Flippy
floppies.
floppies.
It's like from that song, you know? I got my flippy floppies.
No, I don't
Flip
know.
flops.
In the UK,
I don't know
we
that
also
song.
say flip flops.
In Australia, we call these thongs. Because you know, it's like
I knew
the
it.
thong for your foot, thong for your butt. It's the same.
That would be like, oh, sorry, I gotta grab my thong really quick.
Well,
What would you think? Would you think those
just
thongs
Well,
or
we-
the other thongs?
Well, we would say thongs is the plural is for your feet because you never wear more than one.
What if you
thong.
were like on the beach and then you
got
lost
just
one
a
and you're like,
thong.
wait, I lost
Oh,
my
that's my
thong.
I mean, we like to live life on the edge
Okay,
in Australia, so.
In our countries, a thong is a type of underwear with the same shape as the flip-flop string, so
Yeah.
it makes sense.
It
but
does.
It could be confusing if we came to
Yeah.
Australia.
I'm just gonna go buy some thongs, like, oh, I'll just put my thongs on.
Yeah. If you had that in the US, it would definitely mean like the underwear
Yeah,
thongs.
Maybe maybe it means both. We never know.
So
Shoes.
in the US, we would call it sneakers.
In
those
the
sneakers?
UK, we would say trainers, or we have like a million words for it, but trainers, I would say.
If they're more like a branded, like a fancy pair, we would say sneakers, but for general running shoes, we just call them joggers.
Because you train in them and you jog in them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I just call them shoes, unless they're, whatever they're used for. I guess I just throw shoes at the end. Like if I'm gonna go play basketball, I'm gonna get my basketball shoes. If I'm gonna go run, I'm gonna get my running shoes. And so I just throw shoes at the end of whatever I'm using them for. And then shoes that if I'm going out and trying to dress up, I need my dress shoes.
Or you sneak in there.
What about these though? Like not
We
these,
call it
but
sneakers.
joggers, jogging bottoms.
Oh, you guys call
We call them joggers.
everything's pants.
Ah, okay.
Pants.
Same, yeah.
No, we call joggers joggers. We got
In the US,
joggers.
gas station.
In the
Yeah.
UK, petrol station.
In Australia, we call this a servo.
Oh, sir.
Service
It's
station.
not service
This is
station.
Service station.
Okay.
But nobody has time to say service station, so we just call it a servo.
You like to keep
Servo.
things short.
Yeah.
Huh?
I was gonna say something like weird.
I like it. I
Yeah.
like it. I love Australian words. They're
Yeah.
pretty cool, you know? Make it short. Gas station, such a mouthful, right? Okay.
Not really gas station.
In the US, we would call
Movie
it
theater.
movie theater.
In the UK, we would call it cinema.
I like that.
Here we call it movies.
Sometimes in the US, I would also say, oh, me and my friends are going to the movies.
Yeah.
But usually we would say like, the movie theater.
I would say movies more than movie theater, but I feel like it's generally known across the U.S. as movie theater. I like cinema. We're going to the cinema. I feel like I like that one.
That's really fancy.
Going to watch a film. I'm
yeah.
gonna watch a film, but like that could be like on your computer or whatever.
When I think of film, I think of like black and white film.
Me too. It's like, yeah.
No, we never call it film. We just say movies.
These movies, not film.
Same.
No, film sounds like proper English. Though. That's the thing. It's because we do our own thing. Like we know that you guys say the proper words for things. We're just like rebels, you know.
Yeah.
iPhone or
Yes, we would
Android.
call this.
Oh, yeah.
In the UK, we would call it mobile or mobile phone.
In
Okay.
Australia, we just call it a phone. Just a phone. Yeah.
Very
Everything
simple.
is short, like I said.
But what about like your home phone?
Phone.
Phone? How do you tell the difference?
I suppose if you wanted to be specific, you have your phone and then your mobile phone. In recent times, people only really use a mobile phone. They don't really use a landline.
That's what we call it too, landline.
A landline, which is the phone that's in your house.
Right.
So, I mean, my house back in Australia, we don't have a landline, so everyone just has their phone,
Yeah.
which would be their mobile phone.
Cart or buggy.
Uh-huh. In the US, we would call this like shopping cart or just cart.
In the UK, we would call it trolley.
In Australia, we also call it a trolley.
Trolley.
Trolley like reminds me of
A
like
trolley.
those above ground trains. Like in the US, if we hear trolley, like it would be like those trains.
An overground?
Like trolley, yeah, like those two.
Yeah.
We wouldn't think of.
I've never heard trolley in the U.S. I knew that they called it something different in the UK and Australia. I didn't know it was trolley. But I never heard trolley in the U.S. Yeah, I call it shopping cart or buggy. And I don't know where I got buggy from. I don't know how that came about, but yeah.
Of a cart
Oh.
or trolley. Sorry.
A sandwich.
In the US, we would call it a sandwich.
In the UK, we would say sandwich or sarnie.
In Australia, we would say sandwich, or to shorten it, a sanger.
Sanga.
Sanga.
Go to the
Sanga.
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 Sanga. I like
If it's
that.
toasted, it's a toasty, or a toasted sanger.
I don't know,
Okay.
we have so many words for sandwich. Like we have sarnie, we have bap, we have bread roll, we have
What was the second one?
bap.
Bap?
Yeah, or
Back.
butty. I would say butty.
Butty.
Butty. B-U-T-T-Y. We actually would say more than sarnie now.
A
Ham and
butty?
cheese butty or like an egg butty.
I
But
like
it
it.
depends on each region in the UK has their own like word that they use.
Of course.
That's cool.
Oh wow. A
And
celebrity?
that picture, girl. That was a bad mistake. We would call that bangs.
Oh
In the
yeah.
UK, we
Okay.
would call that fringe.
In Australia, we call it a fringe.
I've heard fringe too, but we would usually just call it
Yeah.
bangs.
Bangs.
Yeah.
My German friend calls it a pony.
A pony.
A pony.
I think
Then what's
that's
this
cute.
one?
Ponytail?
Tail. Okay.
I wonder where bangs came from though.
Bangs. I don't know. I can't really. I can't say.
If you look banging.
Or not in that case.
Not. In the US, we would call
Heels.
it a
Oh.
drugstore.
In the
The
UK,
store.
we would call it a chemist.
In Australia, we call this a pharmacy. It's just me, but when I think of drugstore, because in Australia, drugs equals like drugs. So I'm thinking of like, you know, methamphetamines, marijuana being sold in a store.
Gotta edit that out.
Just beep, 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 beep.
When
But
I
yeah,
hear-
that's what I think of drugstore because for us, we call it medicine. Drugs is like drugs.
Yeah, I think we in the US we call it medicine or drugs.
Not the drugs.
Yeah, but when I hear chemist, I think of like a scientist in the lab, like
As-
making some, you know. That's what I think of with chemist.
McDonald's.
It's actually it depends on where in the U.S. because there
Or
are
Mickey
also slang
D's.
for this, but we would call it McDonald's in the U.S. Or my parents and my friends, we would call it like Mickey D's.
Mickey D's.
Mickey D's.
Mickey D's.
I don't know if that's like an East Coast thing,
Mickey
but yeah,
D's.
Mickey D's.
In the UK, we would say McDonald's or McDonald's, but also like America, we have different slangs. Like I personally would say Mackey's because I come from the north of England, but I guess some other people call it like, I don't know, I forgot the words.
In Australia, we call this Macca's. Go for a Macca's.
Macca's.
Oh.
Do you not say McDicks, or have I imagined that?
I ain't never heard that in my life. McDicks. No, I ain't never heard that one. I did.
I think yes, but I think it's like kind of like
Where?
you know, like
Like people know what they're doing. It's
let's
like
go to
ironic.
McDick's.
Okay.
all right.
That's what you were
But
thinking.
yeah, like I know, like in the East Coast, I remember my parents we would say Mickey D's.
Oh, we would also say Mackie D's. That was the
Mackie
other word that I
D's,
was thinking
Mickey
of,
D's.
Mackie D's.
In
Lollipop
the US, we would call
or
this
candy.
In the UK, we would call these sweets.
In Australia, we call these lollies.
Lollies. All of
Lolly?
them?
Well, lollies for me is more like the jelly type, and then if it's like a hard candy, we would call it candy. But just in general, they're all lollies.
The chewy ones are the lollies.
Chewy lollies. I mean, I call everything lollies.
Lolly. If I hear lolly, I just think of like the lollipop.
Lollipop. Yeah.
Maybe that's all we have.
If I went to Australia,
They give you like a jelly snake. It's like have a lolly. Huh?
Yeah. No, that
where's my
makes sense.
lollipop? I learned some new words today.
For sure.
I'm like, I learned some new words, yeah, for sandwich and yeah, some different McDonald's. McDonald's words for McDonald's.
Yeah,
it was fun. I always like hearing new words. I'm especially learning new words for Australia.
Definitely. Yeah, of course. I was actually surprised how almost in between there were some
Yeah.
similarities with the UK, some similarities with the US, and then some things we've just
Some
obviously
crossovers.
completely
and-
made up.
Right.
We're just making our own rules. Yeah, I was surprised how little UK vocabulary I knew. Like there were things you were pulling out of. Like,
Really?
I've never heard of this before. I thought I would be more similar with the UK,
Yeah.
but I'm more familiar with US English.
Well, we all know like American words for everything from TV.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
moving here, I always use American English for vocabulary. But it was interesting. The Australian, the flip flops have still got me. The tongues.
Thumbs.
Thumbs.
Whip it out sometime. Maybe it'll be whip
Yeah.
out your thongs.
Yeah,
You can surprise some people.
Today we compared some vocabulary from the US, the UK, and Australia.
If you like this video,
Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel.
Bye.
bye!
Yeah, I feel like everybody. I feel like most places knows like American English because like they play like American movies and TV like everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Or almost everywhere, if not everywhere. But I feel like since I started YouTube, I've learned more UK slang. I've learned more Australian slang. There's still a lot for me to learn because there's still words every video that I'm like, huh? But I'm learning. That's all we got. You guys got a favorite video suggestion? You can subscribe to Patreon or drop it in the comment section. It's your boy D Neal. Out.